Hi everyone, my name is Shannon and I'm from Virginia, and here's my video blog. After going through chapters 8 and 9 in Simmons, Lilly, and Cunley's Introduction to Counseling in 2024 and watching the counseling sessions, I realized the sessions were both what I expected but also more intentional than I imagined. Before taking this course, I saw counseling as a supportive dialogue where you were present and offered encouragement. But watching the videos helped me realize how intentional the process really is. The counselors weren't simply listening, they were offering micro skills like reflection, paraphrasing, and even purposeful silence to move the session forward. As Simons and colleagues in 2024 explained, developing a professional counseling identity involves thoughtfully integrating clinical skills, having theoretical understanding, and also faith. I could clearly see that the integration was taking place in these sessions. One thing that really stood out to me was the presence of empathy. The counselors in the videos showed patience, warmth, and genuine care. They weren't rushing to fix a problem or to offer advice. They created a space that allowed the client to talk. Research supports how important that is. It shows that therapeutic alliance is one of the strongest predators for positive outcomes. For example, in Fluckinger and colleagues in 2020 found a large meta-analysis that the quality of counselor-client relationships significantly impacted the treatment effectiveness. From a faith perspective, that kind of empathy reflects Christ-like compassion, meeting people where they are before moving forward in that change. The sessions felt very person-centered. There was a strong emphasis on reflective listening and allowing the client to lead. At the same time, I noticed a subtle cognitive behavioral element when the counselor gently explored how the client's thoughts were influencing emotions. Cognitive and behavioral approaches continue to be strongly supported in research. For example, Hoffman and Haynes in 2021 spoke about how modern cognitive behavioral interventions focus on core changes and processes such as modifying unhelpful thinking patterns and increasing psychological flexibility. I noticed these little subtle moments in the sessions where the counselor gently helped the client reflect on those thought patterns, which also aligns to this evidence-based approach. What I appreciated most, especially in a faith-centered context, was how counselors respected client autonomy. Even though this textbook emphasizes integrated faith and professional identity, the sessions did not feel preachy or directive. Instead, faith seems to inform the counselor's characters through humility, patience, and dignity, rather than being as imposed as an intervention. This aligns with what Simon et al. In 2024 describes as ethically grounded integration. If I could ask one question of the counselors, I would ask, how do you personally decide when it's appropriate to bring faith into the conversation in a more explicit way, and when is it better to let it remain part of your internal framework? I'm curious how they prepared spiritually for sessions while still remaining clinically grounded and ethically responsible. Overall, the sessions really helped me see that faith integration is not about adding spiritual language into counseling. Rather, it is about embodying Christ-like qualities while practicing competent, evidence-based care. The readings and videos together helped me better understand how professional excellence and spiritual maturity can work hand in hand in the counseling process. Thank you.